Hey, what's up, guys? GovFootball back here with another video, and this is my comic book pickups for the week of March 12th, 2014. Um, I got 2 Image, 2 DC, and 5 Marvel. So let's get right to it. First one I got here, Invincible 109. This is a great book. I've actually read it from the first issue. Um, I didn't jump on any issues right away, of course. But I heard good stuff about it, so I'm like, well, I'll check it out. Um, it's just a great story, great superhero story, and it really hasn't lost any of its luster over the 109 issues. And how many years has it been going? Wow, I'd say since 2006, maybe. I think about as long as the Walking Dead's been going on. Walking Dead's been going for like about 10 years, and Invincible started before it. So it's probably about 10 years it's been on too. So yeah, here's some art here by the great Ryan Otley. I just love his art. Um, I got his cover for the Walking Dead 100. Um, it was probably my favorite cover, so I bought that one. And I highly suggest to pick this up in past trades and stuff if you want to. And there's a tease on the back right here. New Beginnings starts in issue 111. So I guess it's Robot. Um, so yeah, that's interesting. Next one, Walking Dead 123. Um, it's a Walking Dead. What else can I say about it? I'm not going to go into details on anything because people do not like getting this spoiled for them. So that's that. It's chapter 9 and 12 for the All Out War storyline, so it's almost finished, and it kind of took an interesting twist here at the end. So I'd like to see what they're going with it. Now into the DCs. I got here um, Batman Zero Year, um, or Batman 29. It's a 0 year issue. Um, they've been going through this the whole year. Um, it's kind of starting to wear thin on me, but then the way the story ended, I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to keep reading it. And they snuck in the 4.99 price tag again. Um, it was a big issue. It was double sized, I think. So I guess they can. But like, it seems like the last 3 or 4 issues have been 4.99 rather than 3.99. But whatever. If it's good, I'll get it. And Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo have been doing a great job on this, so I'll get it. And this next one right here, Nightwing number 29. Um, it's the last issue for writer Kyle Higgins. He started at number 1. This is his last issue, and I think it was a great last issue. And as far as I know, it only has one more issue, and it's over. Um, because it's Forever Real tie-in, and like I said in last week's episode, you're not really sure what happened in Nightwing. So let's see some artwork from this, because I really like the artwork in it. Who did it here? Russell Dauterman. I really liked his art. It's kind of cartoony, but I really liked it. Right here, I actually liked it a lot. I think this was actually his first issue, or no, I think he's done the last couple issues, but I really like his art. And that's the last Kyle Higgins issue of Nightwing. So I guess in the next issue we're gonna find out what really happened to him, or the next issue for Forever Evil. Who knows? But yeah, it was a good issue. Kind of sad to see Kyle Higgins leave because he was such a good writer on it. But now, let's start the Marvel. Fantastic Four, #2 right here by James Robinson and Leonard Kirk. Um, I wasn't sure if I was going to stay on this one. I think I might stay with it. I kind of like the story. I want to see where it's going. But there's some art right there. It's pretty good art. Um, I don't know if I've ever read anything else that Leonard Kirk did, but I like it. And James Robinson's a good writer. Like he started Earth 2 for DC. He did a couple other things too. So yeah, I'm probably gonna stick with this for a little while at least. Because it had an interesting ending. So that's what hooked me. Right here, all new X-Men 24, part 5 of 6, The Trial of Jean Grey. Um, I'm basically just sticking with all new X-Men and Guardians of the Galaxy until this tie-in's over, and then I'm stopping both of them. Really, I this team up's basically been for nothing. It's been pretty boring actually. There's been some Cyclops story stuff that I really don't care about, uh, and the Jean Grey thing really isn't going anywhere either. So I'm just gonna get rid of both of them when this storyline's over. There's actually a cool spread here. Um, right there, there's some art. And if we did this, Stuart Eminem did it, and he's a good artist, so I like him. But the stories just aren't really interesting me that much. And right here, Hawkeye #17, one of my favorite series going right now. This issue took place, where was it? Um, Callback to Hawkeye #6. It was a Christmas issue, and at the end of the issue, he crashed in one of the tenants in his apartments, in his apartment building, one of their apartments. He crashed in their apartment, and they were watching a cartoon on TV, and this is that cartoon that they watched. um, and Jordi Belair did a great job on the color and the art. I really love her. She's one of my favorite artists and colorists. I mean, it's really cartoony, but you gotta love it. It's about animals, and it really closely um, went with kind of what's going on in the comic, the storyline of it, which kind of surprised Clint when he was watching it. Regular artist David Aja, he did the first page here, and he did the last page as well, right here. So yeah, but it looks like this showed previews at 18, 19, and 20. Um, 18's an Annie Wu drawn book, so that's probably gonna go back to the West Coast with the female Hawkeye. Fuck, I forget her name. The Hawkeye's been coming out sporadically, so I kind of forget names. Um, but then 19's an Aja issue, and 20's another Wu issue. So um, there's gonna be like one Clint issue in there. So, and like the other stuff with the Lady Hawkeye isn't that bad. I actually like her. She's doing like a private investigator thing, which is pretty cool. So that's Hawkeye. Then right here, sorry about that. Deadpool number 25 point now, or number one. I think Tacos are number one. Of course, Deadpool would do that. Of course, by Brian Posehn, Gary Dugan, and Mike Hawthorne and art, and Jordi Belair as a colorist as always. Um, and this is kind of like a jumping on point, and it kind of really didn't explain a lot, but yet it did. But here's some art. I really like the cartoony art that Hawthorne does. Um, and Deadpool's been pretty good stuff. I've been really enjoying it. I really want to see where it's going. So there's that. And then my pick of the week. I'm biased, of course, since Spider-Man's my favorite character. But Superior Spider-Man number 29, Goblin Nation Part 3. You get more story and really good art by who did the art? Giuseppe Camicoli, who I like his art way better than Ramos, who does the art a lot too. Like this 2-page spread right here, like this is just that just looks awesome. That's just an awesome picture of the Green Goblin, and I kind of like how they basically just show cover right here, last panel in the book. It's just the cover, so um, there's more stuff. There really wasn't a lot of Peter Parker stuff in here, but that's fine with me. The main story is really going on how Doc Ock's dealing with the Green Goblin. They really haven't said who the Green Goblin is yet, but they're saying it's Norman Osborn, but I really don't think it is. There's a chance it could be him, but I don't think it is going to. So, like, there's so many things that could happen or going to happen in this book, so it's going to be really interesting. There's only 2 more series of Superior before Amazing Spider-Man starts again, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So that's my pick of the week. Superior Spider-Man number 29. I suggest if you haven't read Superior Spider-Man, I know they have a couple trades of it out already, and I don't know, a couple of issues might be hard to find, but if you want to get in issues, but yeah, it's been really great so far, but I think Dan Slott's kind of running thin, so I think they might have to do a writing change there pretty soon. That's all my comics for this week. So I'm just going to show you some other stuff that I got. I picked this up at FYE right here for $9.94. WrestleMania 24. This was actually one of the first I think the first Blu-ray WWE put out. 2-disc set right here. You get the show and you get the Hall of Fame. The disc is, or the case is beat up a little bit. Like you're missing like some of the stuff in the middle, the rings holding it in, but it does a good enough job keeping it in. So yeah, this was the WrestleMania with Ric Flair's retirement match against Shawn Michaels on here. You got the Big Show versus Floyd Mayweather fight. You got the Edge versus Undertaker match, and you got Randy Orton versus Triple H versus John Cena. And it was a pretty good WrestleMania. No complaints for me. So yeah, it's one of my favorite ones. And I just love the stadium they had in the Citrus Bowl. It was a pretty good stadium. And then these next two things, I had started, or I beat actually. I rented the new South Park game, The Stick of Truth, and it just made me want to watch the show. So I actually watched the first two seasons online because they are really like there's some good episodes in there, but um, the animation's pretty bad, and what should we call it? The animation's pretty bad, and the voices really they don't have them down yet, really. So um, I got seasons 3 and 4 right here. Um, $5.99 each. I actually got one free because of store credit at Disc Replay. So yeah, season 3 has the of course it has the Chimpokemon episode on it. Um, it has Tweak versus Craig, Sexual Harassment Panda, the Cat Orgy one, um, the Halloween Corn episode where they're like Scooby Doo. That's one of my favorite episodes. Pokemon, Star of Marvin in Space, Mr. Hanky's Christmas Classics. Are you there, God? It's me, Jesus. Um, there's some pretty good episodes in this season, and they definitely started hitting their stride here. Because Pokemon's like one of the best episodes. Season 4, it was. Let's see here. I think this is actually the season Timmy joined the cast. So there's the one with his band, Garage Band, which is pretty funny. Um, the one where they all start the boy band. Um, there is the one the fourth where they go to 4th grade. There's a Trapper Keeper one. Helen Keller musical. Cartman goes to fat camp. Christmas episode. So yeah, like 3, 4, season 5. They started hitting their stride with some good stuff. So and like South Park's one of my favorite shows. I mean, you could just watch it all day and just be like, ah. And like even though a lot of the stuff's really topical of what goes on is of what's going on when the episodes come out, they're still really good to watch now, which is really surprising. So yeah, I picked up these two right here, 3 and 4 season 3 and 4 of South Park, WrestleMania 24 on Blu-ray, and the comics I picked up. Go over once again. Invincible and Walking Dead, our Image books. Nightwing and Batman, DC books. Fantastic Four, All New X-Men. Hawkeye, Deadpool. And my pick of the week, Superior Spider-Man number 29. So, if you guys enjoy my videos, just spread it around. Rate, comment, subscribe. I know I just started doing this new format, but hopefully you guys like it. You just spread the word around and say, hey, this guy does some pretty good pick of the week videos. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you guys next week. Peace.